Okay, so I'm going on a walk and I want to talk to y'all about um, my lived experiences. So I'm a marijuana addict, a weed addict. I'm addicted to marijuana. I love to smoke weed. I have to smoke weed. Um, Literally, like when I first started smoking weed, I was like, this is what I've been missing. Like, but it's kind of weird when I think about it because before I started smoking weed, I just felt um, so I still feel the same way I feel outside of smoking weed, about like myself or who I am. I think smoking weed gave me like a coping mechanism to um, like existing in my difference comfortably and not giving a fuck. Or it gave me this I feel like it's not like if it was through and through, I wouldn't need to smoke the weed. Basically, is what I'm saying. So I'm like, the effect that it's giving me is something that I want to attain sober outside of the weed smoke. And everybody's like um, addiction levels, psychic, mental constructs are different. So some people could go do crack right today and never be addicted. There's people who do crack one time, have overdose. There's people who do crack and just become addicts for their life. So different. Some people do weed and it doesn't give them, it doesn't have any, it has no impacts on them. So they don't, it's not a drug or anything that they feel like they don't feel better or good or any, it doesn't give them any other things. I will say, what I can be honest, that weed did give me some, like, it gave me a feeling I didn't really like. And I just missed the feeling that I didn't like, so I did it anyway. So I hated how I felt before I smoked weed. I didn't necessarily like how I smoked when I smoked weed, but I did it did kind of make me feel okay about what I previously, without it, which again is I think that's the psychosis effect of the drug. So just years of smoking weed, like I said, I could name all the benefits and things. Like, it's may help me be a little bit at ease with like my difference, my uniqueness, my rage, my my femininity that isn't necessarily protected or uplifted in the world, in society that is mostly about patriarchy. It doesn't necessarily lift up the matriarch, the woman, and that experience. And so, anywho, I've been talking about me being addicted to weed for quite some time, and like how I have to just work myself through it. Like, sometimes I know that it's contributing to my demise. Other times I'm like, this is the only thing that's going to help me get like through to continue on this journey. Like, otherwise I'm about to just fuck it all. And so sometimes it's the factor that keeps me grounded and like, okay, we're here, we have a purpose, we have work to do. Other times it's like the thing that is like, I feel limited. I feel like a monkey on my back, like something is keeping me from reaching my fullest potential. And so there is the spiritual warfare of the addiction. Okay, so with that being said, I've been like working with myself to like, okay, I know I want to smoke less, so I just have to buy less weed, and also do things differently, do the things that I want to do more. So instead of like focusing on what I don't want to do, I'm gonna make a list, and I'm about to just tell y'all a few of the things that I want to do more of, that I can do more of right here, right now. So, which is one of the things I'm doing, which is walking. So if I could walk daily, for example, I made it a thing where I have to walk and get my wraps to smoke. So I know this might be a little what it is, but you have to start where you are. You can't, some people can't cold turkey. Some people can't just, like, this internet shit will make you think that your life is supposed to be a way that you don't even have the real DNA, mental folds implement for real. That shit is phantom. It's just on the internet. So you have to really get to the root of, like, what's tangible, what's accessible to me. And so, like I said, okay, you always want to smoke. So, if you're gonna go buy weed, or you're gonna go buy like the tobacco products, wraps and stuff that go with it, you gotta walk to do it. You have to travel. You have to make it more of a thing. And so there's a good and a bad to that, because I'm doing the walking thing, so I'm doing more of what I want to do. But then I'm also, like, what I'm walking for, like, most of the times, this, like, I realized this recently. Most of the time, before I smoked, no, sorry, not before I smoked, but during, like, before I came up with this concept, I walked just because, whether I was gonna be smoking, or sometimes I walked just because I had to go walk to get my wrap. I didn't have access to the car, whatever. I walked just because walking was releasing. It was it just helped me, my mental. It was something that's just healing, just a decompress. It's something that fuels me. It's exercise. I also have a lot of other things that I was, like, my lifestyle, I needed to be walking, being a street walker, a hoe, a prostitute, a whore, a harlot, however you want to identify me as. But so a lot of things went into why I was already walking prior to it just being about me getting ready to smoke. But then I noticed how, like, sometimes, like, smoking a lot of weed will make me, like, lazy, give me less energy to, like, do things that I really be wanting to do, like walking. And that's when I implemented the whole, well, you want to walk, you want to smoke, so you gotta figure out how to do both, or how to make sure you're achieving all of your goals. You can't just be doing one thing, and then when it's time to do another thing, it's a whole nother thing. But these things are cohesive, or they work together. It don't work like that. So, one, you can't kick a habit you can't just, like, you need to address the root of why, like, the smoking, always wanting to roll up a blunt, always wanting to smoke. What is it? What are you doing? What are you trying to escape? What are you trying to calm, or silence, or chill? Like, what's going on? What's actively going on that you need to smoke? Because for me, when I smoke, it's to correct my breath, it's to slow down my mind, it's to process my thoughts, process my emotions, process my experiences, to decompress from the human experiences that I live through each and every day. And so I don't know if I should turn on this street or the next street. So, because that's my reasoning for smoking, and also because it's a habit at this point. It's not even, sometimes I don't even think it's been times where I was happy, pure bliss, and that's just a thing that I'm used to doing. So again, I've been noticing, and I've been learning myself, and I've been like, I don't like that aspect of me. I don't want anything. I don't like weed, marijuana is medicinal, so it, like, all of those reasons to use, like, that is real. But there is a such thing as, like too much of a good thing, then it's not being a good thing. Like, you kind of, like, make yourself codependent on the drugs. You make it, like, then there's this this, I can't describe it, but it's just this junkie behavior. So it trickles over to it doesn't just end with it just being about weed. Like, it becomes a mentality you have about your finances, about your relationships, Like, it dictates so much more. And because I'm realizing it, I've been wanting to, like, shift that narrative a little bit. And, like, I don't know if I should turn. I'm gonna turn. I can't tell if what that street doing. Okay, I'm gonna just turn. Hopefully I can turn out somewhere up here. We don't know. I don't know. I'm just walking. We're gonna test it out. And if I get some intuitive urges to do stuff, because that's another thing I want to reach on. Like, I'll be crocheting lately, and there's been times where, like, I was doing a pattern, I'm thinking I'm making a mistake, but it's really when I compared it to the other, the mouth making socks. So I compared it to the match. After 3 times of me correcting what I thought was a mistake, I realized that was my mind, like, automatically. I wouldn't even just say my mind. I would just say everything, my vessel, my being, my essence, everything just, we already know we working, we know. So trusting and leaning more into that over, like, even like what you physically see. Like, I'm like, this physically don't look right. Like, this doesn't look right. So why am I still but like literally, like, I was going against the grain. I literally kept doing the same crochet pattern, and I had to literally force myself to resist doing it that way, thinking that it was the wrong way, when in actuality it was the right way. I just didn't trust myself. Like, I didn't trust this effortless happening. And so that's another reason why I'm okay with sharing about being addicted to weed, about any of my lifestyle choices, because I can't, like, I've tried, like, I even did this when, like, my dad's a pastor, like, even when he would tell me, like, how I should be, how I should live, righteous ways, righteous things, how God wants me to live, what God wants for me as a woman, a daughter of Christ, etc. I would, like, I understood the high principles. I had value and respect and honor and so much reverence for what the principles and the things he was teaching me, the wisdoms. But to implement that into my actual life would required me to address and go through it head first. So I had to really live the experiences of why that's the way we were supposed to live, to understand that I'm better off living this way. I couldn't just live it without, there wasn't enough tangible, there wasn't nothing for me to live. I don't know how to explain, like, I can't describe that. I don't know if that makes sense. Like, when I would be getting parented, I would know that they want the best for me. They want me to do what they didn't do. They want me to achieve the things that they couldn't achieve because of whatever things. But what they didn't realize, which I kind of realized earlier on, is that there's truth. There's, like, ultimate truth. Like, here is the blueprint, or I wouldn't even just say the blueprint. Like, here is a what is it, like a palette, like a canvas, like you not even just a canvas, like, I don't know, like, you get a series of paths, you get a series of opportunities, you get it's unlimited. And here are the maps. It's like a map that all leads to the same place, and you just decide which experience or which path is going to get you to that place. So, for example, for my dad and my mom and whoever was parenting me at the time, they only saw me living my life from a perspective of, I want the best from you. Here are the things I think you should do to to live the best life I want for you, without any regard to how doing those things made me feel, made me think, made me look, made me experience. None of it. So already having this high like expectation placed on me as a kid, I was very judgmental. I lived very like not like holy roly, but kind of just like I govern my actions, or I was aware of my actions in the actions of others more so than a lot of fucking people. So as I've been growing and going through my journey, so like I say, a part of my life has been accepting my life, like accepting accepting that I might not have been afforded all of the opportunities, accepting that my mama didn't have a high school, college education. She didn't have access to, and just looking at what my ancestry, my bloodline, like what it just naturally afforded me by just incarnating into this bloodline. Like a lot of us see the social media stuff, we see the world stuff, we see everything that's going around us, and we go aspiring for other people's shit, and we don't have no conscious awareness of like what actually can work for us. So that brings me to another part of my spirit, or another part of my journey that I have been expanding into, etc. So I have a lot of sexual energy, I have a lot of creative energy, and from birth, like I've been molested, incested, raped from early as I could fucking remember. That's beside the point, but just to show you that I possess this reservoir of untapped energy that just everybody just wanted. And some people didn't know how to receive it or get it outside of force, take, rape. It's kind of like what the colonizers did to us physically. Like you gotta think about what that means spiritually. Like if things happen physically, if things happen spiritually before they happen physically, what was happening in the spirit realm? These motherfuckers are going to lose their life. They're going to lose their essence, their status in the world, in the time continuum of history, y'all don't understand how deep certain shit be. Like, so that fear penetrated so deeply that it caused you to physically go after generations of people in a way that is just, it's mortifying. It's hard to even think about sometimes. It's hard to process, it's hard to consider, it's hard to do a lot with that. But think about what was happening, like what is the base energy of someone who is coming to take, coming to own, to, with no regard, like complete just hostile takeover. Not trying to like, oh, let's do this, let's, like, hey, look, who do we need to talk to about our situation? Who can we come to and say, hey, look, we in this, and we need y'all help to get us out. Is there anything y'all could do for us? No, this is a essence, an energy that overstood that their time was up. It was over. You no longer had, I'm a creator. Well, think about anything you've, like, if you're an artist, a musician, even everything that we've ever created is the best thing. We love all of our creations, y'all. I crochet, so I know this. I write. I love everything that I've ever wrote. I love everything that I've ever crocheted. I love everything. For the most part, I have even if it's not even that good. I remember the first thing I ever crocheted was, I wasn't even trying to crochet it. It was a fucking triangle. I was trying to make just a regular just practice the regular pattern, and it ended up coming out that way because I had missed some stitches, etc., etc. But the fact that I had gotten that far and then end up creating a shape, it was like I didn't create what I intended, but I did create something that I could appreciate, honor, and show that I've created this thing. But it's not what I wanted to create, so I'm gonna put that to the side, and I'm gonna go on, and I'm gonna move on, and I'm gonna focus on the things that I want to create. I'm gonna focus on the things that best serve me as a creator. That's my first responsibility to myself. Even though I love that. I love that dress. I love that skirt. I love that scarf. I love those panties. I love that. I love all those things. But my creative ability doesn't end once I create that thing. And then, oftentimes, creating one thing leads to the discovery of creating the next. So we see the flaws, we see our mistakes, we see what we could have did better, and we naturally want to do better. We naturally want to up ourselves, show ourselves that we have the ability to do more, to be more, to go further. So if you look at this from our creator's standpoint, in the event that there is I'm just speaking hypothetically because I know how people feel about just purebred and like melanated people, white people, making it about race, making it about, and I ain't gonna lie, I ain't gonna hold you. It is, I get it. It's a pain point. I get that. I'm not a racist person. I have grown up with white people. White people love me, and I love me some white people. But I can't not honor the energy that I feel about who I am. I know and love who I am. I love my people. I love everything about the black experience, even the pain, because I understand that, unfortunately, that's what makes our gain, our joy, our laughter, our happiness so much greater, so much more, because we work our processes, we work our shit, and we don't fold under pressure, and so under when it really counts, to me, from my perspective of how I perceive the black culture and how I've experience our history, and we just keep going, even if it may not be okay. Either way, so when I think about that on the creator standpoint, in the event he created this energy that wasn't, I'm not gonna say it wasn't enough. Like a creator who doesn't look at their creations like that, I can't even. It's hard to explain it. It's just like, I get it though, because it's like God has been showing me through me how things get. Like, I just made about 6 pair of socks, and I like them all for different reasons. But guess what? I got on a pair right now. They all do the same thing, even though one of them was created a little different, a little better, a little this, a little that, whatever the case may be. But they all still perform the same function. So you have to consider what you are I guess feeding into, or trying to what you are experiencing when you have the racism, you feel less or insecure, you feel low, you feel all those things. Because from a creator standpoint, it isn't that some of our our latter creations are better than the ones that we created first, because hey, we've had time to make mistakes, we have time to assess and look at where we've made those mistakes, and hopefully we are implementing the things we need to do to make the change. So walk, y'all. It was a reason why I was gonna go in the car, but it's another reason why I needed to walk. I have to. I'm like, you wanted to go in the car, but you also, it was the reason I wanted to go in the car because the store I wanted to go to was gone. You know, everything, but the road to get there is seamless. But the reason that I walked was because I'm healing and I need to challenge myself to heal and not like be complicit to like, I know I don't want to be sitting around smoking all day, but I know that the longest that I'm just sitting there with the shit, I'm gonna do it. So forcing myself to walk and do things like that is like, it's challenging me to do the things I want to, not forcing myself, but doing things I want to do, like walking. It's like, it's still in me like this is better, this is what you want to do more of. Okay, so what was I saying? So yeah, it's just a lot about what I feel as far as like how God feels about his creations. And I don't really believe nobody, I don't really care. I've lived, my life is too fucking traumatic. My lived experience, my real, like this human, this vessel, this 25-year-old meat suit has lived too much beyond that, the confounds of that. I've been hurt by racist motherfuckers. I've been hurt by black motherfuckers. I've been hurt by white people, black people, Mexican people. I've been hurt by people, humans. So I don't put a face to you. I don't put a face to that. I don't know a name for that. So yeah. I'm gonna walk this way and hopefully I just get through it. Even though I really don't like walking across this freeway right here because it's like a whole little thing. But there's really no other way. There's really no other way to go. So I should have considered that before. But it's okay because I needed to walk anyway. And I don't be needing to smoke because I'm messing up my teeth. It's just too much going on. But at the same time, y'all, I be feeling like a mental patient going insane. Like I can't function. Like I literally, like, unless I've already prepared to not be smoking, it's just no. I gotta get access to my weeds. And that's something I just accept and understand about myself and my journey. I do not want to walk across this freeway right here. So what I'm gonna do is go home and get the keys and get the car and go to the store that I want to go to. Because the whole point of this was just like, the whole point of this is to not be doing all this fucking smoking. So I'm not tripping about having to go back to the car and go back home, get the car. Like if I want to smoke, I'm gonna do whatever it takes to do what I want to do. Just like walking, just like, so even it's serving me durably because I'm finna get more exercise having to walk back. Because I mean, maybe I could just go ahead and walk to the other store. I'm trying to think. How should I do this, y'all? Because I know there's another store I possibly could go to. I just wasn't trying to like, well, yeah, I think I should just walk to the other store. And then,
Wait.
And then like go from there. Because, yeah. Because I'm like, go back home and get the car because you want to go to, I don't even want to go to the store no more because was kind of rude the last time I went in there, and I really feel like it was my energy of like just not like I was just being loose with my energy, loose with my energy. Like I was being too accessible, and so it was kind of like, bitch, I gotta show you a little rudeness. I gotta show you why you need to close up a little bit. You giving too much access, and you need to like be a little bit closed off, because just like I'm giving you attitude, mood, and you know, I feel I'm giving you this energetic signature that you don't even know why. Like, it's just like you didn't do. I don't know you personally. We ain't sleeping together. You ain't did nothing to me. You ain't like. There's nothing. You haven't been rude to me. You haven't been there. You didn't say nothing nasty to me. There wasn't nothing that would necessarily warrant this energy. So a person who's an empath like myself, we consider everything. Why the hell will I be getting an energy from somebody if I haven't done anything to deserve it? So once you get to a point where you can process that, you realize that, oh, motherfuckers is showing me something about me, showing me, well, it's not even, that's a double thing, because I'm hearing myself as I say that. Be careful. So yeah, sometimes motherfuckers is showing you something about you where like, baby, you giving too much out. We don't deserve all of that. They tell them on themselves. Other times, they're showing you that that's just like, you have to be you regardless. So you have to learn how to maintain your frequency, your vibrations, things you desire, the thing you're trying to do, all of that, no matter what the next motherfucker's trying to do in their life or within the mix. So it's important and imperative to like know when it's which. Yesterday I felt like it was more so the first one. Like I was very lately I have been very magnetic, very just in a prosperous, just high vibrational energy. So I know that like a lot of the people I'm attracting, a lot of the like, I just saw somebody looking at me now, like just all of that, like stopping to look at me, stopping to talk to me, wanting to get my energy, wanting to get just any little thing you can grab for. That's going to be out here happening from all kind of people. The greatest, the best people who don't need it. They're gonna feel like they need it. They're gonna feel like they want to be attached to me. Then there's gonna be people who desperately do. They in lack, they in deficit, they in need. So those people will also have an opportunity to you know, I won't say have an opportunity, but they will try to get that opportunity. But if I'm not in a space where I necessarily want to be giving that energy out, or like I still have free will, I still have oh, I'm okay, thank you. Yeah, I still have like free will, and just like now, even like he's, where you going? Like, first of all, that's none of your business. I don't know you. Why is the first question you ask a stranger is where you going? That's none of your business. I'm good. You focus on you though. But, and the other thing is like, and then like the way he took it as like, okay, like you, like as if I'm supposed to be like, I was supposed to respond to his beck and call, and he didn't say anything. It was just lust, because that's when I know it's lust, because you're not doing nothing. You're not doing, none of this energy is coming purely from your desire to experience me sexually and sacredly, knowing full flow well you don't deserve it, nor can you maintain it, nor do you have what it takes to do what I'm trying to do. So it be shit like that happens all the time. So people would like follow you and they wouldn't care. Like, he literally just don't care that he's making me uncomfortable, and I'm recording him and I'm minding my business. Yo, y'all take a look at his license plate, TBG 7528, because motherfuckers really be on that type of time when it's like, You should focus on yourself, not focus on constantly trying to pick up women, random women. Like, what is wrong with you? It shouldn't even be that deep where you will risk any of that risk. Like, you should, the only woman you should be talking to is a divine woman, a woman that you know for sure God told you to go speak to, told you to pick up, told you to help, told you to go to. Y'all niggas be getting you're too outside yourself. Okay, let me get back. That's my point. I'm proving my point by having these experiences. Motherfuckers will be looking for your energy, trying to get your energy with no regard to what they got to do to maintain it. And nor are they actively or really doing that work. So it just becomes this like, it's kind of like being gaslit in a sense, because it's like, huh? Come again, say what? Come again, say who? Like, and I'm like, it's hard for me to understand, because when you're the person who has the creative energy, you like, think about God. He just want to be God. God don't, like, I'm not gonna say God don't care, but I'm gonna say I'm be the one that God don't give no fucks. Like, he didn't give a fuck about his only son. He said, go do what you're supposed to be doing. Go like, and it's like, it ain't even about him trying to be a whole ass nigga or like be on some weird shit. It's just like, I know who I am. I can't be no other than who I am. So go do what I told you to do, or this is there's no other way. There's no other way. And so when you operate from being a creator in that space, like for me, but like we still get, like, I still thank you, God, for this revelation. Okay, so God still got angry. He still got jealous. He still had the same things he give us to experience. He's still experiencing, but his jealousy is not like human jealousy. His rage is not like human. Like, there, if you see the depths of which humans are willing to go in their evilness, their darkness, which really isn't that. Because if we knew what that is, this whole world would be different. But God, that is it happens. And then afterwards, he gonna do how he feel. You don't. That's a different level of like. That's a different level of like. What am I trying to say? That's a different level of rage and expression. Act like to act on your emotions. Like, for example, like he'll kill a motherfucker, then be like, oh, I didn't really want him to die. I mean, I stand firm on you not fucking with me on what I said. Like, you was fuck through it, like solid through and through. Like, you fucked with my emotions, so you gotta go. But I'm not really like. So you see God dealing with that dude, at least from what I'm thinking, right? So boom. With how I feel about my creative energy, like, I would have sex with the most ugliest, dirtiest, low vibrational people. Like, and even and it's crazy because I would know this and I would still feel like I would feel away. Sometimes I feel like, who the fuck, like, you is not even physically a person who should be trying to attract to me. So who the fuck do you think you are to be coming to me? Then I remember that I'm on my Father's business. This ain't about Kawana. I don't give a fuck how Kawana comes in, how Kawana look, how your earth shoots show up. My spirit has a mission, baby. And I don't give a fuck if I was a man. I would probably be a man who was sucking dick and who would have, I would have the women. I'll probably be doing it all with men and women. I'll probably be all up in the mix because I have a high, like, that's the way I am as a woman. It ain't no different. I attract both men and women. It's just that for women, a lot of women, like, the energy that I attract mostly from women is mostly women who don't understand their sexual power, and so they attempt to like limit my expression or my like the way I embody mine, because it exposes their potential, what they could possibly be doing or not. And if they're not doing it, then it's like they don't want me to do it because I'm kind of fucking or blowing a spot up in a sense. Yeah, I'm over here walking, trying to find a store that don't have a limit, so I can freaking spend this $1.43 that I got on this card to get some fucking guards. And this is my last $1.43, and I'm about to try to spend it on some weed guards so I can smoke the little weed that I got. Do you understand how crazy that is? Whew. Hi. Can I get a game diamond? Just one. How much? 140? Oh, I can just do it on here. I'm thinking I wasn't gonna have enough. Oh, that's the wrong card.
You don't take that Apple Pay. Is it Apple Pay or Apple Pay?
Yes, Apple. You don't take Apple Pay? You don't or do? You don't take it? Oh, okay. Dang. Let me see. And I can't even cash it out. That's crazy. I might not be able to. I can try though. Okay. Okay, can you do this and then I'll do the rest in the card?
$33.
How much is it?
This is 33.
Huh?
33
33?
cents.
Okay, so yeah, I do the rest on my card.